There are already so many useful tools when it comes to using DelmarvaLife.com, so it shouldn't surprise you when we tell you they've added another great feature. The latest one is the Jobs Guide tab. Just go to DelmarvaLife.com and click on the orange Jobs Guide tab located toward the top right side of the page. It's one-stop shopping for both job seekers and employers. With real-time matching, you'll know which position and potential employee best fits your needs. The Jobs Guide on DelmarvaLife.com, just another way we're keeping people and businesses connected here on Delmarva.
Well, when you think of cooking on the grill, you probably think of the warm summer months. The truth is, though, you can cook on the grill all year round. Brian Spiros visited Walls Farm and Garden Center in Milford to find what kind of grills can get the job done in an easier, more efficient way.
The last time we stopped by Walls Farm and Garden Center in Milford, we talked about the benefits of pellet stoves. It can be a cheaper and more efficient way to stay warm during the cold winter months. But did you know there are grills that also use pellets to get the job done?
People that use pellet stoves for heating purposes are the same people that like to use the pellet grills.
Jay Reepsum is a sales associate at Walls Farm and Garden Center. He says these grills are multifunctional. Not only can you grill, but you can also bake, cook, and smoke.
People use them for tailgating. They got their own wheels. You can roll them around. They're easy to transport. You can cook anything from breakfast, lunch, dinners on them.
You're probably wondering how they work, especially if you're used to grilling with charcoal or propane. We asked Jay to show us how these grills work and what makes them so different.
So we've talked about the grills. Now let's show some of the ones you guys have here in the showroom. Tell us about this one first.
Okay, this is one of Traeger's deluxe grills. As you can tell by the size of it, the stainless steel and the black top, it's more of a conventional look like your regular charcoal or gas grills. You start out with your hopper over here. You dump your pellets in this side here where there's an auger inside. It automatically feeds the pellets into the grill. And then from there, you have your controls down below that are digital. You set it at 250 degrees and it'll keep that temperature.
And then what about down below here?
Down here we have a big storage area on this particular grill. You can store your pellets, you can store any utensils, tools that you would be using for cooking. Underneath the grill we have a stainless steel plate that's set down on an angle, so all your drippings from your food all drip down off, not on your pellets itself, your fire, but drip down into a bucket like this here. All your drippings will end up here instead of on your fire.
We have this one here, which looks a lot different, is a little smaller, but still gets the job done.
Right, right. It still has the same features as the larger grill, but it's just a little bit smaller version. If you don't need the larger version, you still have your hopper with your auger system. You still have controls. Now the controls change a little bit different on this one. They have the smoker, the smoke setting, the medium, and the high setting. You still inside have the stainless steel tray, which slants down into, so all your drippings drop down into a bucket over here on the side.
The number of pellets you go through will depend on what you're cooking. For example, Walls Farm and Garden says if you're smoking something, you will burn about a ½ pound of pellets per hour. One bag of pellets weighs about 20 pounds. And Jay says these pellets are made from 100% natural wood. Why is that so important? The grill manufacturer notes that some wood pellets are made from recycled wood. Jay says stay away from those because that wood can have chemicals on it or in it that you are then burning and releasing into the air. And speaking of wood, there are people who still like to use wood-burning stoves this time of year when it comes to cooking.
There are people who prefer wood-burning ovens, and you guys have a bunch here. Tell us about this one.
These are quintessential outdoor brick ovens. They get very hot. You put your wood down underneath here. As you can see, it's all brick lined. You have your air adjustment built in right on your handle here. As you open it up, you give it more air, you give it more heat. As you open your oven up, you still got your brick lined inside, and you can cook almost anything in these ovens.
Walls Farm and Garden suggests if you do have any of these grills or ovens outside your home this time of year, make sure they are covered and protected from the elements.
Well, you may notice the pellets used in these grills actually come in 8 different flavors. A cookbook comes with the grills and explains how you can combine different flavors to get different kinds of tastes in your food, especially the meat. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life all week, we've been helping you with your party menu for the big games. And up next, we are in the kitchen with a sweet treat that your guests are gonna love. But first, we've been highlighting a few features on our website, delmarvalife.com. Well, we just mentioned a little bit ago that the Jobs Guide tab is there for you. Well, here's a little bit more on the other tabs and information that you'll find on our page.
So far, we've shown you the benefits of delmarvalife.com, whether you're a viewer or a business. Now it's time to show some of the various features available to you on the site. When logging on to delmarvalife.com, you'll notice the 7 tabs at the top of the page. By now, you know about the Show tab, but the others also contain information that's useful and exclusive to the site. Category lets you search for a specific business by type, from agriculture to transportation and all points in between. Classifieds will let you view certain items that are up for sale. If you're in search of something, you'll find it here. Click Auto if you're in the market for a car. Narrow down your search for the make and model. And within seconds, you can see what's available, both new and used. The Eats and Drinks tab lets you find out everything and anything about a restaurant or bar before you even leave home. You can even search for a certain type of cuisine and find out where it's located with a few simple clicks. There's also a Real Estate tab, which shows you land or homes up for sale, and your results go well beyond Delmarva. You have the world of real estate at your fingertips. Finally, with the simple click of the Wedding tab, you can gain access to literally everything you need when it comes to planning your big day. From the flowers to the photographer, even the honeymoon. delmarvalife.com has you covered. So much information all in one place.